on live.
Okay, cool.
Welcome back, guys, to ML Pitch Talk, and welcome back to a little segment here called Take a Touch. And like always, I'm with my guys. We have Big H in the building. Go on, do your celebration. Yeah. And last but certainly not least, we have Pato in the building as well. Come on. But guys, we have a lot to get into, a lot of transfer talk today. But before we get into all that, please do like, comment, subscribe, do all that great stuff. And if you're in the chat as well, please do chat with us as well. We'd love to get your opinions on some of the stuff that's happening. But gentlemen, let's get straight into it. It's been a quiet couple of weeks for Arsenal Football Club. Then ever since like last week, going into this week, things are exploding. Obviously, Kepa officially got announced. We know about the Christian Norgard deal. Zubimendi was officially unveiled over the weekend as well. And then the big bomb yesterday, Victor Gyokeres, we're about to sign him. Arsenal Football Club is about to sign him. I'm going to start off with H first because obviously, as an Arsenal fan, you know for the past, ever since Aubameyang left, basically, we needed a striker. It took us a long time to address the situation. We were holding out on Benjamin Sesko for quite a while. But obviously, Leipzig weren't willing to budge on that £90 million fee. But we have Gyokeres basically signed, sealed, but not delivered. How do you feel about it?
Listen, it's they're moving serious now. You know what I'm saying? They're moving serious. Big Gyokeres, 97 goals, 100
let me
games.
before you even start. Where were you when you seen this news, and how did you react?
Bro, I was. Where was I? No, I think because it was Sunday, wasn't it? Yes, it was Sunday. I was in the gaff, man. I saw Zubimendi got announced. I said, yeah, very good. Put me phone down for a bit. I came back. I've seen Fabrizio was talking about Gyokeres. I said, 2 in 1 day. You man are moving greedy. I said, you guys are doing too much. I can't manage this excitement 1 day, bro. But bro, it's look. We'll see what the guy's like in the Prem when we sign him. But as far as I'm concerned, everybody should be scared. Be very scared. Because from the 97 goals he scored, if you add Prem tax, that's works out to about 15 to 20 goals in the Prem. Do you get me? So how I see it, with the way we're stacking up right now, with this sign, this is a big sign. This is Zubimendi is a big sign, but this is a statement sign. This is one of those that I'm sure a lot of fans probably thought, or even fans from other clubs probably thought, Arsenal aren't going to sign a striker. This is just Arsenal, bro. They're going to rely on Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus. They probably won't sign a striker. Or if they do, it's going to be someone that's absolutely muck. This is we didn't just sign a striker. We signed the striker. This guy, physical, strong, like he's quick, left foot, right foot, can let a shot off with minimal space. This is a terrorist. The guy's a terrorist. Do you know what I mean? The guy's a terrorist. So I'm looking, listen, Man United, hold tight. Hey,
listen,
because you see when I bust this one out.
I've been practicing this. I've been practicing this in the mirror since yesterday. I'm not even gonna lie to you, yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, remember when Ronaldo came back, yeah, and I think his first game, who was it? Was it Tottenham or Newcastle?
It was
he scored. You see that first Sue that he banged. See when Gyokeres pulls this one out. Bro, Patrick, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season.
It will be a long season.
And I love the fact that we're playing United first year because obviously they thought these guys, they finished 16th or whatever. They still thought they have some sort of United pull. It's been taking them well over a month to even get the Embuemo deal even wrapped up as well. But they honestly thought Victor Gyokeres will pick United over Arsenal. After what he's seen for the past 12 months, why would you do that? Is something not computing in his brain? What the hell? Why would he do that to himself? I know, Ruben Amorim was his manager, but even if Ruben Amorim actually rated him, I actually like Victor as a person. Even tell Victor as well, go to Arsenal, bro. Don't come here. Well, I have a lot of issues to sort out. Garnacho is melting off. I want to chin the little kun. Onana can't save a ball to save his life. Maguire, who's a centre back, is a better attacker than most of the attackers we have in the team currently as well. Luke Shaw, I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with that guy. You just say, just go to Arsenal, go enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you win a league title, I'll be happy for you, but not really. But go do your thing. And now I've seen all these revisionism, people saying this, that, and the sort about Gyokeres. I was seeing people trying to say, oh, they will be more scared of Arsenal if we sign Sesko than Gyokeres. And I said, what?
Someone that's 6'5" that can't hit the ball.
Somebody that has 13 league goals, that scored 13 league goals last season. So like it's just like when Arsenal do stuff, people just start moving a bit weird because when we were pivoting towards Sesko, everybody was saying, why are we going for Sesko? We should have gone for Gyokeres because that is a proven striker. Prime age, coming into his peak physical prime. He's 27 years of age, only turned 27 last month as well. So it's coming into his peak physical prime. Why are you going for Sesko? Okay, couldn't get the Sesko deal done. We signed Gyokeres. Now, I would have been more scared if you signed Benjamin Sesko. He would have paid the 90 mil, but would have gave you so much more time because you would have him for 10 plus years and just think about the potential, all that kind of stuff. I said, I've been saying to you guys, I do not give a toss. I do not give a flying toss. Could not give a rat's ass about the potential. Get me the striker that's scoring goals now. That's banging in now. I don't care about what Sesko could be in 2-3 years' time. Because you know what? Anything can happen. This club can now fall apart in 2-3 years' time. Most of these players can go and leave. I need a striker that can come in and help me now. And the revisionism that I've been seeing about ever since we signed him it's been crazy. But Pato, as a rival, obviously you were enjoying your Sunday yesterday. You were under the impression that we were going to sign Benjamin Sesko. All of a sudden, you pick up your phone, Gyokeres advancing to Arsenal. What was your reaction?
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised to be honest. I thought the sporting director, owner, whoever he is, was just playing a hardball. But bro, it's even scary because clearly this Gyokeres guy, he wants to play for Arsenal so badly. How could you say I'm gonna give 2 million away? You hold that, let me go. I hate my club so much. I'm gonna pay them so I can go, and he wants to go to
Bro,
Arsenal.
let me even find it. Yeah, let me even find it because there's
I was-
some other things I want to show you guys. But I have a pin somewhere. 1 second. So yeah, so that's not the only thing he did, Pato. Yeah, so he went on a definite strike. He basically told Sporting that preseason training that you're having this week, he said I won't be there. His
Yeah,
Portuguese girlfriend, he said, yeah, you don't want me to go to London and fulfill my dreams. You can stay here. You can piss off as well. Now they're trying to bar over money. He's saying, listen, even the 2 M's, just keep it. I don't even want to be here. Do you know what I'm saying? He told
yeah,
United to go and do one. I'm not playing for that shit team. He said he only wants to play for Arsenal Football Club. I cannot express to you guys how much I'm already in love with this guy because I love players. Do you guys genuinely not love players that want to play for your team?
yeah.
Do you know what
That's
I'm
the
saying?
thing.
This guy was moving heaven and mountain to play for us. Like for me, I was kind of thinking, is he maybe doing a Mudryk because I got a bit of PTSD when I started seeing all this type of stuff because we seen the start same stuff with Mudryk when he was posting a title on the stories when we were playing against Brighton and then Zerbi was there. He was saying two top coaches, even done an interview with Vlada Zinchenko's wife as well, saying that if he doesn't get his move to Arsenal, he's gonna be pissed off. Brother, why a month and a half time I was seeing you holding up a Chelsea flag, wearing the jersey, you're sitting on the couch. Do you know what I'm saying? This guy told United to do one. He told basically everybody around him, I'm not staying in Portugal, no matter no if buts or maybes. I'm going to Arsenal Football Club. And us two, we were sitting there like donuts trying to get an agreement with Benjamin Sesko with Leipzig. This guy didn't want to move last season and he wasn't really pushing for a move. Get me the guy that wants to literally kill someone to score a goal and what is fine to sign for the football club. It's really like football sometimes is really not rocket science. People try to big brain it too much because now most people that support Arsenal, most of them were Benjamin Sesko fans. Yeah, they were telling me all about potential and all this type of stuff and what it could be. I've been saying I don't care about it. Now they're making a mockery of this Gyokeres guy saying, "Oh, his first touch is a bit heavy. He's just a transition-based striker. He's not going to get that space in the Premier League." They keep talking about the Premier League as if it's some magical league where no player is allowed to do everything and everything's so rigid. Bro, people get. I've seen you. I've seen Liverpool move the ball from back to front in 10 seconds and score a goal.
Yeah,
He will get chances. I get teams play against us in a deep low block, But it's not like that for a full 90 minutes. Eventually, they're going to be L-shaped. And when we even with the deep low blocks that we play, we catch teams out sometimes, but we never capitalize on it because nobody knows how to flip a counter on our team, and nobody knows the right movements. Now we have a proper striker that's going to grab the ball, it's going to drive up. Now you have a big 6'2" striker in the middle. You can't focus all your attention on Bukayo Saka. You can't focus all your attention on Martinelli, even though Martinelli is not going to do anything regardless, anyways. Even with this Gyokeres signing. So now you have to spread the attention out evenly. So it's going to give us and him even more space. As long as people can find him and he can time those runs, we'll be good. And even still, if he's not timing those runs and Bukayo Saka or Martinelli, whoever's on the wings is whipping in the crosses or whipping in those low driven crosses, as long as he can get in the end of them. Like, think back, Harrison, you watched that FA Cup game against United when Havertz was just missing chances. It was flying off his shin, coming off his elbow, and all this type of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong, Gyokeres might miss a couple of just chances, but I promise you, at least one or two you put in the back of the net because you know why? He's a natural born striker. You know what I'm saying? So people are trying to discredit this guy. I really don't understand it. I really don't.
Well, what I will say is, from his goal to game ratio, if he just gets the same amount of chances that Kai Havertz gets, he'll score 20 league goals. Easy. Like, the finishing is immaculate. So whatever they want to say about his play, his touch, blah blah blah, it can't be too far off from Kai Havertz. It's probably even better. So as long as he's getting that amount of chances, which I'm guessing he's going to get more now that he has Zubimendi, because that's another problem people have to deal with from the deep line playmaking. The passing range is different. Odegaard isn't going to be collecting the ball off the back four anymore. All that type of stuff. Declan Rice is going to be able to push up a bit more. It's going to be a whole different dynamic. Obviously, Arteta has to make it click within this preseason and whatnot, but the core of the team have been together for a while. So when it's like that, it's easier for players to embed in the team. And it's a striker. It's not a centre mid where he needs to understand positional play and blah blah blah. Brother, you're just here to be in the box and put the ball in the back of the net. That's all we need you to do. Everything else that needs to be done in the football game, the rest of the team knows how to do that. They've been doing it for like the past 3 years. They just need that one guy to score the goals. And I can't lie, it's getting a bit, bro. The fight for this title, someone, like I said before, someone is gonna die on the line for this title because you're bringing in Gyokeres, Zubimendi's already done, Eze is coming. I don't know who's next because now it's like the top 3 teams, Liverpool, Arsenal, and City. From the rest of the league, the gap is very, very clear. No, Chelsea are not in that conversation. The gap is very, very extremely clear. So it's like those 3 teams. I feel like the strength of the squads is getting everyone is kind of comparable. Obviously, with Arsenal last year, we were saying your squad is not as strong. But okay, we have to be real. The injuries was a madness. If we just put everybody's fit, level playing field, I can't lie. The squads is kind of even. Obviously, Man City is doing the madness as well, but they've lost De Bruyne, they've lost Kyle Walker, all this type of stuff. So that evens the playing field out as well.
I don't think Kyle Walker is a huge loss for Man City, to be honest. They need to roll like that about a year.
Yeah.
It's defensive lapses. Honest to God, I know we played City last year at the Etihad, yeah, but when Gabriel scored the second goal for us to go 2-1 up, yeah, he was marking Gabriel and he was tapping him on his side like this, and then Gabriel just pushed him out of the way, ran, headed the ball in, and that was that. I'm thinking, brother, you've played in Champions League finals, Euros finals, at the World Cup, won multiple league titles. What kind of defending is that?
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, what kind of defending is that? But boys, I have some. Yeah, sorry, go on, Pato, yeah.
Yeah, but what I will say with City, the core of the team is disrupted. There's no more De Bruyne that's gonna do a magical pass and put on a plate for Haaland. Obviously, they have a new squad. They've got a new team. If anyone can make the team gel, it's Pep Guardiola. And another thing is, Pep has never lost a league title 2 seasons in a row.
I think this is going to be his first because when I see that makeup of the team, I don't really get it. Like, they have ballers in there, but I don't see how they're all going to work together. Some of them, yeah. I just don't feel like they're real system type of players. Like, Turkey to me is not really a system type of player. So I'm saying, even Reinders, as much as I rate Reinders, I'm not sure if he's gonna take to kind of Pep's positional play. You want you to be in a certain type of zone and you stay in this type of area, and when this happens, you can go over there and all that kind of stuff. Because
Yeah.
I know at AC Milan last season weren't really at the best, and the club was a bit up and down, but he got a lot more freedom. He could kind of go. He kind of had the license to go forward when he wanted to do, come back when he wanted to do all that kind of stuff. In Pep system, it's a lot more rigid. But I've already seen as well, boys. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but Nico Gonzalez, the CDM, the guy replacement of Rodri because he was injured, they're now possibly looking to sell him, and they signed him for 60 million just 6 months ago, and they're looking to. They might, like Fabrizio report said, they're not like definite, but they said if a good proposal comes, they'll think about it.
Yeah, but how can you compete with that? You know, if our teams buy someone for 60 million, that nigga is playing. It has
Bro,
to work.
we're still getting Costa for signing Nicolas Pepe for 72 M's, and that was 7 years ago.
But at least he played. At least he was playing every match. Like he was in the squad. He scored a few free kicks as well. This guy's not going to play if once Rodri's back. So it's
And
just
there's
like
a lot. And there's a lot. I see. I'm looking. I see it a little bit funny because there's a lot of players that they signed in January that not really get a lot of game time. Like that Kusanov is not playing a lot. The Victor Reyes, the centre back from Brazil, that they signed is not really playing an awful lot. Marmouche is the only one that's getting decent game time. But then, like most of the signings, Pep is not really playing them. He's still playing Gundogan and all that type of stuff. Turkey didn't really get a start in the Club World Cup as well. Rwanda's didn't play any minutes. Like I don't know what's going on with him. I think Pep has genuinely lost the plot.
I think it's because the players that he has now. So if we go through the squads that Pep has had in his past, these guys are not at that level. So I don't feel like he trusts them as much as he's trusted his previous squad. This is the worst squad Pep has ever had in his career. So he's clinging on to the guys who have done it for him, the Gundwans, those type of people. Even De Bruyne, he was trying, but he couldn't.
Does that not say a lot about him as a coach then? Because if you're so reliant on these type of players and you're not willing to kind of invest and coach your ways into the new generation, are you really that good of a manager? Because I know a lot of people say he's a checkbook manager, but bro, it just seems like you're throwing money at stuff and you're just trying to fix an issue. Do you know what I'm saying?
This season will show because last season anyone can have a year off. It can happen to be honest, he came third and got FA Cup final, so it wasn't a complete disaster. Let's not get it twisted.
He won the same amount of trophies as we did.
Yeah, exactly. This season coming is going to be the one that we're going to see. Okay, let's see you coach now. We need to see you coach the team, and he doesn't have to win the league. But he has to compete. He has to be there and thereabouts, sort of thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But to digress, anyways, boys, I wanted to show you this clip that I saw from Clive from the Arsenal Vision podcast. I really have a lot of time for this man.
Well,
I love his analysis.
I tell you now, Gyokeres is desperate to be here. It's a life-changing moment for him. You know, everyone around him, you know. He said it doesn't feel the same. That's fine. You can pop off to Bayern Munich in a few months' time or do whatever you want to do. I'm disappointed that he hasn't forced it and grasped it.
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed in that. Back to my line about mentality, it doesn't matter who I like. It doesn't matter what the data says. It doesn't matter what the YouTube say. Mate, I'm telling you, when you were sitting in that ground on those red seats and you look at someone and say, does he want the ball when it's hot? Right? And Elliot, do you remember when we watched Gyokeres at the Sporting and we watched him and we knew we were tip-top that day, one of the best performances of the season. But we were watching, we were thinking, this guy won't go away. Remember?
Yeah.
He wouldn't go away. He wouldn't go away. He kept going and shooting. I mean, his desire to leave a marker was like ridiculous. It's almost like, mate, will you just stop now? We're beating you. And he kept going and kept going. And that clip that everyone's seeing when he hits the post, that was at 5-1. He wasn't at 1-0. He was at 5-1. You'd have thought it was the most important action in the world. And that desire really stuck with me. And we haven't got anybody in our club that cares about scoring like that. We haven't. And I know people are worried it's going to work, and that's absolutely fine. We can analyse it, we can look at the data, look at the strength of opponents. But I watched Arsenal make Mikel Merino work at centre forward for 4 or 5 months. It wasn't perfect, but we made it work. Why are we not going to make this guy work?
And Harrison, I want to get your opinion on that little clip there. What do you think about that? What do you make of that?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, everyone wants someone that wants to wear the jersey, even if they're not a fan of the club. You want someone that the desire is there to come to Arsenal, to come to Liverpool, to come to whoever it is. Do you know what I mean? Like
Mm,
when someone is more of a like, oh, someone, oh, we are about to sign whoever, and it's more of a case of like my man is just kind of just there chilling. It's like, oh, we'll see what happens. But then when you have the Gyokeres situation where my man's turning that money, fella dumped his shorty, said, nothing's holding me here. I'm going to go and play in the big leagues. That's a desire. That's a guy that it's not even that he just wants to join Arsenal, that he wants better for himself. And when he gets better, he's going to perform. He knows, okay, I have to turn up now. Even if it's a rough 6 games, no goal, I know for a fact he's still going to be banging shot. Do you know what I mean? So it's a good thing to see, but like he said, it's like at the end of the day, the season is the season, and we'll analyze how the guy performs throughout the season. Like, no, I can't come and say that the guy's going to score 25, 30, 40 goals right now, but I see how he is. But there is a tenacity about him. There is the desire to score goals, and Arsenal haven't had even Aubameyang. Like Aubameyang's a goal scorer, but I don't think Aubameyang had a desire like to score goals. Like this
mm,
brother here is starving. Like he hasn't. Like he wants to score. Like he wants to put the ball and the keeper through the net. Like so, there's not a lot of strikers like that. Do you know what I mean? So look, it's a good signing, but again, listen, don't be giving me this stuff for show. Do you know what I mean? Don't be telling me you
mm,
dumped your missus and all because you want to come
mm,
and play for Arsenal. Okay,
mm,
just put the ball in the net, bro. That's all I need
mm.
from you. I can cuss everyone else out if they're not helping you, but you just do your job.
No, absolutely. Father, watching that clip, obviously as a rival, like like Clive said as well. Like when he took that shot at the end and he hit the post and he spun Gabriel, then took Kivior for a bit of a dog walk and hit that shot off. Even me, I was like, "What? A relax." Like,
That
you know, what I mean? I was saying at home, like, I think I was even live on TikTok for that game as well. And I was even saying to this guy, he needs to flip and relax, man. I said, brother, it's 5-1. Even if you scored, it's 5-2. What? Like, the game's done. You're not winning. You know what I'm saying? But throughout the whole game, he was just a constant threat. He was constantly trying to roll, spin, link up, and even his link up play was somewhat decent. Even surprised me in that game as well. He can actually spread it past people. The way people speak about him as if he has two left feet, and all he just knows how to do is just shoot. He can actually hold up the play to an adequate level. I'm not saying to a level like Kai Havertz where he has those delicate touches, but he can take the ball down, spray the pass, make a run. Do you know what I'm saying? Or find somebody in open space. But like even watching that performance, I was like, brother, this guy, man, like you know what I mean? He's not stopping. I think he must have got pissed off once Gabriel Magalhaes done the reverse celebration. You know, he done the mask and then he done this one. So maybe that's why he vexed, said after leaving or something. But yeah, that whole thing was just crazy to me. What did you make of that clip, Pat? Would you agree with Clive? What he's saying about the whole mentality type of thing as well?
Yeah, I think he seems. I don't really know too much about Gyokeres. I've seen him Champions League a few games when Sporting are playing, but obviously none of us really watch the Portuguese league. But from the looks of it, he seems like that kind of arrogant, selfish. Like, okay, we're losing 5-1. It's not gonna be my fault though, because I'm gonna score. I'm gonna do my job. No
Mm,
one is gonna. No matter what happens in this game, you're not gonna blame me.
mm,
I'm gonna look at all of you and say what were you doing, because I did my job. So it looks like when he comes to Arsenal with this team that Arteta is building, I'm not gonna lie, it's scary hours. I'm gonna be so real. I'm gonna be so real because if he has that willingness to score, it even brings confidence in the team. You know, if you're 2-0 down, 77 minutes, and you're going
mm,
for the title, you lose this game, you're out of the title race, and you see this madman, 6'2", charging at people. It brings energy to the rest of the squad.
mm,
And you know the way you can just take those mad lucky shots, it just deflects and it goes in. All of a
mm,
sudden the belief is back. The rest of the
mm,
team is hyped up. But I don't know. It was like at times when you guys needed wins in these past couple of title races, it's like you just ran out of ideas.
mm,
And nobody really wanted to, take the initiative and make something happen. And you didn't
mm,
have a striker anyway. So the chances was falling to Kai Havertz. At least now you're gonna have a mad. Sometimes you need a madman. And he's not a madman like Nunes that does rubbish. He's a madman that scores 100, basically 100 games, 100 goals. No matter what you want to say, it's the Portuguese league. He doesn't have the greatest touch. He can't do the hold up plays. A counter attack striker, bro. Put your numbers on the table. Then show me the striker that has 90 whatever goals in 90 something games. They even robbed him of the golden boot as well. All this coefficient thing with the top five leagues, bro. I say he would have maybe scored 20% less goals in the Prem. He still would have won the Golden Boot if we take 20% off, like Harrison was saying, Premier League tax. He's still doing a decent job, and at least now you have someone in your squad that is a potential Golden Boot winner. It's very difficult to win the league without someone that can win the Golden Boot. They don't have to win it, but they have the potential to win it, like a Salah, like a Haaland, and Aguero, those type of people, like a Mane. You need someone that can give you 20, 25, 30 goals in the league. I guarantee he's going to score 15 plus easy. It's just that is the makeup of the team going to allow him to get that 20, get that 25, like a Isak. Do you know what I mean? And if you can get that amount of goals from one guy, Havertz is still going to chip in when he comes off the bench. I don't know, Jesus might chip in. Saka, obviously, he's going to do his 15 goals, 10 assists. So the numbers is matching the numbers of the people that have been winning the league. Because if you compare it to like the past couple of league winners, you'd have like Salah will get 25 goals, then Mane will get 18, then Firmino will get 13. Or if you look at City, Aguero will get 20, Sterling will get 18, Mahrez or Sané or whoever will get like 15. You need to get that similar amount of numbers from your front line. And the only person that was doing it was really Saka. Havertz was doing it, but he was meant to get the centre forward numbers, 25 goals. He was doing a little, like a 10, 12, 15, which wasn't enough. Saka got injured, and then it was Marino. So I think, and even the Gyokeres fella, I'm sure he has a good injury record as well. We can't be having skinny boys that their leg is breaking anyhow. We need strong men that are not gonna get injured. You know what I mean? Because this Premier League is not a joke. So yeah, I think the mentality is there, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's scary hours, man. Because we're playing Arsenal in the third game of the season. I don't know who's gonna win. Let's see.
No, that's true. No, it's just you guys know me anyways. I've been in Team Gyokeres the whole time because for me it was one of them ones. It's don't big brain the whole situation. Go get the best possible striker that's available in the market. Like you said, I don't care if it's the Portuguese league. The numbers speaks for themselves. Bring me somebody else that has the same type of numbers, and we'll have a conversation about it. You can't. So he's the best available in the market. So go get him. That's why I didn't want to hear about the whole flipping potential with Sesko and all those kind of things as well. But like even if Gyokeres doesn't work out, obviously touch on wood that it does. I still won't be able to blame the club for lack of ambition because you went and got me the best available striker on the market. Do you know what I'm saying? With Sesko is an unknown quantity, but at least to a certain level, we've seen Gyokeres perform. We've seen him perform in the Portuguese league, back-to-back league champions over there. He's won the Golden Boot over there as well. You know what I'm saying? He nearly won the Golden Boot for Europe if it wasn't to do with the whole coefficient type of situation as well. So like, I don't see how this guy doesn't work, especially with all the stuff that we've heard about him as well. Dumping his girlfriend, taking a salary cut, only waiting for Arsenal. Like he was willing to put himself out there and wait for Arsenal, even if they chose Benjamin Sesko, then he would have figured out what he was going to do from there. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what type of cycle you have to be to do something like that? Like you know your second choice, but you're still saying, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna wear it on. And now you know you're gonna be first choice. You say, yeah, I don't care. Get me to that place right now. Do you know what kind of psychopath you have to be? Genuinely. Like, and I heard on the 6th of June by Fabrizio Romano, we were advancing on the Benjamin Sesko deal. Why wasn't Sesko trying to push for that move? Apparently we were close enough to getting it done. Fabrizio said we were advancing on the deal. So why was he not pushing for the move? He didn't want to come last season because he didn't think he'd be able to bench Kai Havertz. He was unsure about game time. How are you a striker, bro? And you're worried about a guy that was a midfielder turned striker by accident. Do you know what I'm saying? And Kai Havertz, of all people, you were worried about. So you had no faith in yourself. So if you had no faith in yourself that you could bench Kai Havertz, Benjamin Sesko agreed to be the backup choice Now is the first choice, and he's saying that I'm coming to Arsenal. No if buts or maybes. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be the starting striker. That's the type of players I want in my team. That's the type of person that can fire us to a league title. What people are telling me about Benjamin Sesko and his heading ability, I do not get a rat's ass. The ball, football is not played in the air. It's played on the ground. And when the ball's on the ground, this guy can let off a shot, left foot, right foot, doesn't matter. It's going straight into the net. You know what I'm saying? It might even kill somebody on the way in.
I
Do you
feel
know what I
like
mean?
if you had bought Sesko, not Sesko, if you had bought Gyokeres or someone of that ilk 2 years ago, I
Mhm.
think you'd be sitting on at least one prem. The
We are.
the unfortunate thing is you've got the striker now, bro. Now Liverpool are doing a madness. It's the timing is just horrible because it's
See,
like
I'm even glad that you even brought up that point as well, because you guys are doing a madness, but there's a madness that might be doing you guys as well. And then let me explain with that one. That whole Luis Diaz situation, yeah, is a bit unclear. So now we've gotten Gyokeres, so we've gotten the best available striker on the market. You guys are trying to sell Darwin Núñez. Who's really gonna come in and replace that position for you guys? You know what I'm saying? And I know obviously God rest his soul as well. Diogo Jota. What is gonna happen with that situation? Because you're gonna need an extra body on top of that as well. And given the fact that you've already spent over 200 M's, how much money do you guys have in the bank?
I'm hearing that we're in talks with Sesko as well. Apparently, I'm hearing, but
But
obviously,
that's another 100 mil.
yeah. So we probably won't get him because them man are moving mad with the 100 mil. Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, they're gonna do the magic they always do. They're gonna find someone that's gonna come
Mm,
in, and we don't need a striker that is a 25, 30 goal man. We
mm,
just need a striker that's competent.
mm,
It's just competency we're looking for. Darren
mm,
Nunes, I don't know what. It's like they banged juju on him. It was actually ridiculous. Bro, we've watched so many games together with him, and you've seen the
mm,
chances.
mm,
Ridiculous. If we just get a competent striker who put away the easy chances that Darren Nunes gets, that's 15 league goals. That's all we need. We have Salah. Salah will give us the 25. Then we have
Well, yeah, Salah's aging though. Do you expect another 25 from Salah next season?
he was Asian last year.
I know, but he's going to be another. It's going to be another year older, another year wise. Are you going to expect the same number from him again?
I have my faith, and he doesn't behave. Show me another person
Mhm,
who is in that type of shape at that
mhm,
age. Do you know what I mean? He takes this stuff very, very seriously. Doesn't drink alcohol. He's a Muslim family man. I'm sure he knows how to take care of his body. And with this new, with the way he plays with Arnie Slot, he's not here to be tracking back and be helping defending like with Klopp. He said to Arnie Slot, "Look, give me the ball in the final third, and I'll make the difference." He's not running at people. He's not like running in behind and doing. He's giving 20 assists. He's an assist man. He's scoring the penalties that he needs to score, and he's scoring. He's not scoring goals where he needs pace or explosiveness. He's just being in the right place at the right time. He's biding his time, edging himself into the box, and then picking his shots. He knows what he's doing. Maybe he will slow down, but if he slows down, that's 20 league goals. It's not bad. It's all right. 20 league goals from him, 15 from a new striker. Gakpo is still there. Verts is there. He'll give me 10, 12 goals.
mhm.
So I think I'm all right.
Okay. No, fair enough. Fair enough. I can't argue against that. But I wanted to show you guys about this whole
I've never
situation.
known in my 40 years watching football, and this is scary, I've never known a period in football where we're about to have a Super League and we're not going to be in it. The Super League already exists. It's just subtle. It's called the Champions League. All the Super League money now is in the Champions League. That's why Real Madrid and everybody else ain't that bothered about the Super League anymore, because it already exists. As long as you're in the Champions League, you're making big money. And when you make big money,
Basically,
it's hard to fall
basically,
out.
Mark Goldbridge here
And
is trying to say that United are not an elite club anymore, given the season that they've had, and also because they can't get Gyokeres.
With
So this is
Champions
what he
League
said about
football,
Gyokeres.
I am 99% convinced Manchester United were going to close the deal for Gyokeres. That is one of the top 2 transfer experts in the world saying on June the 9th or 11th, can't remember the date, He was 99% convinced. You've got United fans arguing with Arsenal fans on social media saying we were never in for him anyway. Grow up. Take the L. Look at the incompetence of the board and accept we're in big trouble.
So now I have a two-part question: is United a elite club anymore? And should the fans just kind of curb the expectations when it comes to transfers right now for at least maybe a season or two? I'm not saying it's going to be like this forever, but you know what I'm saying?
You want to go, H?
Yeah, look, is United an elite club? In the current circumstances, they're not an elite club. History is what still gives them juice in this game, because there's like, I'd find it difficult for you to, unless you're like a top player that's like on the levels of like, you know, a City, a Madrid, a Barcelona. I don't see any other player in the Prem that's not playing for a club like maybe a top 4 club that would turn them Man United. Do you get me? Like, they still have the juice, they still have the sauce. It's just the current situation there. They've lost their way. They're still trying to, like, United will still go. Maybe they'll beat Liverpool. Maybe they'll beat City, but then they'll lose to Ipswich. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of the realm that they're in. They're kind of stuck in this space of, we're an elite club with top class players. Like, generally, Man United have top class players, but we're lost. And so until they figure out where they're lost and try and get themselves back on the right road, I think they're tainting their history more and more. Because United could easily go 20 years no Prem if this continues. But I've seen this club do some mad stuff in my time that I don't think that would ever happen to them. Once they find their way, I think we're going to see the old United. But I think for now, United fans need to you just like getting comfy, boys. It's gonna be a rough ride.
I think they've completely lost their way. I don't think they're really going to get back anytime soon until the management changes upstairs. Because I've been watching a lot of United downfalls and where it's kind of gone wrong ever since the season kind of finished, and everything kind of just points to one road, and it points to everything that's upstairs with the board and the Glazers and that kind of stuff. These people have not put any money into it since they've took over. Not a cent. They've just been taking money out of it. And whoever runs stuff upstairs, they don't really care about football. As long as United is making money in the stock market, sure sales are still going up, merchandise is still going up. They do not give a rat's about what's happening on the football pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they finished the worst ever season in the Premier League, finishing 8th with Ten Hag and winning the FA Cup, just to come back the very next year, come back even stronger, just to finish 16th or 15th, wherever they finished. No trophies. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never seen a fall off from a big club like this, and I don't think we'll ever see one like this in our lifetime again, because this is genuinely embarrassing. Like, it is embarrassing. There's no way to cut a slice and dice it. It is embarrassing. If I was a United fan, I'd be embarrassed. Like, what? Like, even some of the players that they even have now. Onana, why is he still there? Do you know what I'm saying? Luke Shaw has been there for 10 years. 10 years. Luke Shaw has been at United for 10 years. Could you give me any memorable moments from Luke Shaw of anything that he's done? Do you know what I'm saying? You have the people like Garnacho saying, giving out to the manager, calling down the dressing room, saying, why is he not starting the Europa League final, that he's better than whoever he started. Do you know what I'm saying? You have Marcus Rashford that's on big money, academy product, got ruined over the couple of years. Now you're struggling to get rid of him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, the club is just rotten from its core. They still need to sort out the whole stadium, the whole leaking thing. I've seen stuff on social media that piss will be coming down the stairs at the stadium and all this type of stuff as well. Like, the club is fucked. Club is fucked. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're just mounting up debt every single year as well. The debt is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? But they're able to get away with it because, like HS, they still have the juice, they still have that United juice, they still have the tax. You know what I'm saying? because they've built a success, sustained success as well over the previous 20 years, and it's sustainable for the past 10 years. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to sustain it for the next 10 years though, because after a while, the United name and brand will start fading. At some point, the juice will run out. Do you know what I'm saying? It will eventually run out. When you're turning in terrible years after terrible years after terrible years, that's how Arsenal discredit their name as well. Because we were a serious club before. But you start signing dudes, you start signing players that don't really care. You start letting the players do whatever they want, and they start churning out these type of years, and you just taints the whole club. It taints the brand, it taints the name, taints the badge. And unless there's some serious shake up upstairs, it's going to be the exact same thing for the next couple of years. Was I'll be so real. There's not going to be no real quick fix to it unless they get a manager that's as strong willed and has talent ID like Sir Alex did to a certain extent as well. They're not going to get back to the good heights because the people upstairs they don't know their arse from their elbows. I'll be so honest with you.
I would say the 20 years not with no league title, that's gonna happen easily, like so easily. They're not gonna win a league title for 5 years, at least, and then 2 years after that, that's 20 years. So they're gonna do the 2 decades with no league title, and the teams at the top are only getting stronger. Like Goldridge was just saying, but the more you're not in the Champions League, the more money you're missing out. The more your competitors are getting ahead of you. Um, so I don't see them getting anywhere near Premier League at any point. And the thing is, yeah, the reason why United was so successful for them 30 years or however long it was, or 20 years that Sir Alex was there, winning breeds winning. So you have that team that won the first Prem, then you bring in Cantona, then that team, some of those players teach the next couple of players that come through. Then they teach the next couple of players after that, and it breeds a winning mentality. The reason why they had that '08 team, they still have people like Scholes in there. They still have people like Giggs in there that were there in the '90s. But those people like Scholes, Giggs, all them, man, they learned from the Brian Robsons, from the Schmeichels, from the Cantonas, from the Roy Keanes, and then they passed it on to the next generation. Bro, there's nothing to pass on anymore. Who are you gonna look to? So when you come into the dressing room and the manager says, "Okay, the objective this season is to win the Premier League," and we're all looking at each other, "Oh, do any of you know how to do that?" No, you don't know how to do that, and you're basically starting from scratch every season. And you're meant to take your building blocks until you get there eventually, but it seems like they're just getting it wrong every single time. And this is one thing I like about football is that you don't have just because you're a certain name and you were successful for 100 years, 50 years, whatever, doesn't mean you're going to be successful in the future. You need to put the work in. And I love the way that any team at any time can fall off. Only team I can say that never really fell off like bad was Real Madrid. I'd say that never but their fall off was not what our they were in the Champions League. When's the last time they won in the Champions League?
They
Never.
didn't fall off. They didn't fall off like the way Arsenal fell off in the recent years, or Liverpool,
Or the way Liverpool fell off.
or even United as well to a certain extent. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So other than Real Madrid, I feel like nobody can really say, oh well, Bayern Munich maybe, but it's because of the league they're in. Nobody, you can't really fall off in that league. But other than that, anybody can fall off anytime, and I don't see them coming back. The gap is gonna get too much. The money is gonna get too much, and nowadays there's FFP. You're not in the Champions League. You're not bringing in that 100 mil every season from being in the Champions League. You're not even in the top half of the Premier League, so you're not getting that money either. Now you're struggling to pull people from Brentford, slowly but surely. When you see a crest of a team, and you're like, oh, okay, that's a serious team. I don't feel that anymore with United.
Mm.
It's kind of dwindling. When I see Liverpool's fixtures and they put the crest of the two teams, when I see Arsenal's badge, I'm like, okay, yeah. When I see City's badge, I'm like, okay, yeah. When I see Chelsea's badge, I'm like, okay. Even Newcastle, Brentford, I know it's going to be. When I see United's badge, I'm not filled with that. Like, okay, it's United. I'm thinking, just because it's just on name, I'm thinking it's not a guaranteed 3 points. But on performance, on team, on the last decade, it should be a guaranteed 3 points. And you should never think that way if you're meant to be a big club. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. I even think they got the manager wrong with this Amarin guy. That's going to be another 5 years wasted because they're going to sack him in a season or two, bring in another guy, and he needs about 3 or 4 seasons to get his ideas across. And then you need to ship out more players. They've got it completely wrong. The contracts, the players, the personality, the profile, the style of play. You brought a guy to come and be doing 3-4-3 at United. Do you know? So nobody. When's the last time somebody won the league with 3-4-3? Now this guy all of a sudden is going to come and 3-4-3 is going to be the next best thing. Are you crazy? 3-4-3.
Xabi Alonso that's a Real Madrid right now doesn't play 3-4-3.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? You have to have an identity of a team. You see this Arne Slot, yeah, when he came in, there's no way he can say let's be playing 3-4-3 at the back or 3-5-3 or whatever it's called or 3-3-5-2, whatever you want to call it. If you like, even if it's not your style, that 4-3-3, yeah, that's what you're gonna play. And if you're a good manager, you're gonna make it work. But clearly, this Amarin guy is a little bit stubborn, a little bit arrogant, and rather than save the season last season, he wanted to implement his style. They nearly got relegated, all because this guy wanted to say, "This is how I play, and I'm not changing." So if we got relegated now, what were you gonna say? And it's not like it wasn't like you weren't too far away from it. Relegation. No one in their right mind is gonna go to a team that was fighting relegation. Let's keep it a buck. So even though they're United, that pool is dying, and I feel like half of them players as well. Half of the players are good players, and they're probably looking around like, why am I even in this shit? Why am I even here? I want to dip. The players that are not even good enough for United want to dip. The Rashfords and the Garnachos. So the ones that are good enough, they're probably thinking, this is long, man. And you're looking at the players around you, and you're like, these men are shit. Honestly, these guys are. But yeah.
But yeah, boys, before we wrap up anyways, I want to get your quick thoughts and opinions on Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Apparently, it's progressing very positively. I've been hearing kind of mixed reports all day, all week, all over the weekend as well. Apparently, we're like a couple of millions away from meeting their evaluation. Apparently, Chelsea want 50 mil, Arsenal want to pay reportedly like 40. Then other reports are saying that there's no talks at all. So it's a bit confusing, but I'm not too sure about the signing. I don't hate Noni as a player. I don't think he's a bad player, but because he's coming from that side once again, it's already enough for me. Like my guard is already up straight away because nothing good has ever come from Chelsea Football Club, especially when we signed the players. Do you know what I'm saying? Like really anything good. And for me, it's something I've been screaming to you guys for the past couple of months. What does our scouting department do, and who's in our scouting department? Because it feels like when we need players, we check to see what Chelsea have first, and then we go look around. If Chelsea have one of the players that meets the criteria, yeah, you just say fuck it, yeah, we'll go over there. We'll sign the player. We have good relations. We know Chelsea. They'll sell to us. But like, I won't be mad at the signing, but at the same time, I don't want another Chelsea player. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. But at the same time, what I will tell you is, I definitely don't want you to sign him for 50 M's. That's one thing I'll tell you that for free. Because to me, we talked about this perfectly. To me, that's a 30 to 40 million pound player. 40 at the absolute most. At the absolute most. 50 mil, they are taking the fucking piss. They absolutely having me on 50 mil. There's no way. There's no way. H, would you welcome the sign? And what would you say if Arsenal turn around now and say, yeah, here we go, Noni Madueke?
This is the guy that made me say, don't give black boys 100k and put them in London. This is the perpetrator. This is the guy. This is the blueprint of that. Why? I understand the logic behind it. Plays in the Prem, plays for a good club, can score goals here and there. Can I say he's dynamic? He gives you something different. I understand. But we have a 18-year-old on our bench that we're trying to lock down to a contract. Why are you looking to this Lil Durk wannabe to be your backup right winger and then pay 50 M's for my man? Does 50 million make sense? 50, you know, Elanga just went to Newcastle for 55 M's. Who's the better player? a better player.
See, I even forgot about the whole Alanga situation. Now Chelsea are really gonna dig their heels in because they're gonna say if Anthony Alanga is going from Nottingham Forest to Newcastle for 55, you definitely have to pay that 50.
Yeah.
So
Bro,
for all intents and purposes, Arsenal need to walk away from this deal and start using the scouting department very quick, sharp, fast.
bro, we don't even need to
Sharp.
use the scouting department. Go and tell Ethan you have guaranteed game time. You
Yeah,
don't need to spend
but
the 50
Ethan doesn't want to play on the right wing. Ethan is not a winger. He doesn't
Listen,
even want to play there.
listen.
He doesn't even want to play there.
We'll turn him into a wing. Even if he doesn't play, Max Delman, bring him. We don't have to spend 50 mil, bro. We don't have to spend 50 M's on Madueke, as I like to call him, because that brother is shy. That brother is so bad. He's bad. This is what you want to spend 50 M's on what, bro? What are we doing? What, bro? Go and look at every other team in the Prem. There's surely somebody on the bench. Even if the guy is just a pace merchant, no first touch, no second, bring him. Bring him as backup. There's no way you're paying 50 million for bro. If it happens, bro, if it happens there, I think it's gonna spoil my transfer market. It's gonna spoil it, bro. Because that's 50 million that you can use to go and bring Rodrigo. That even if you got Rodrigo, yeah, you can even use him. So let's say you want to rest Saka. Okay, now you bring Martinelli from the bench to play left wing, and then you bring Rodrigo in on the right because he used to play on the right. This is money you can use for Eze. You don't want to use it. Well, look at where we're going. You see, this Arsenal is a traumatized club. We're traumatized. We're going back to our abuser because remember when Chelsea used to slap our mouth up and down for years. Now we keep on. We can't leave our abuser. We're signing up. Kepa has now come. Williams now come. Sterling has now come. Now we want to go and get it, bro. We're abused. Whatever that syndrome is called, Stockholm syndrome. Whatever that, bro. That's what we have, bro. We're an abused club, and we love our abuser, bro. Because now we want to be helping them, bro. We're helping them with the PSR. See when Todd Bowley spent 2 billion, we're helping them to balance the books. Look at us. What a club.
Yeah, like boys, if I was Arteta, just put a marker down on the club. You're the boss. Talk to the scouting, talk to the transfer, whoever is the transfer people. Just tell them we don't do dealings with Chelsea. That should just be a rule. Like what we talking clearly, it doesn't work because you can't tell me one signing you've made from Chelsea to Arsenal that has worked, and there's been a lot of them. And you be buying players from Chelsea that have won trophies. When they come to Arsenal, they don't win trophies again. So, but when it goes the other way, they go to Chelsea and start winning trophies. You're making a mockery. Like it's kind of like there's no logical reason why you would want. Is Arteta getting a percentage when it's from Chelsea? Like I don't get it. Like is that like a deal? Like I don't understand. And if you want to spend 50 million, yeah, and you don't know what to do, bring me the money. I'll find you someone. Trust me. If you go to the Spanish league, yeah, just line up all the teams and just look at everybody's left winger. Pick one. I can guarantee they'll be better than Madueke. Go to the Italian. Do you know how many leagues there are? Go to the Italian league. Line them up. Check everybody's left winger. There is a multitude of teams. I'm sure you can find someone that will even be probably half the money and twice the player. Because I don't understand what exactly is he coming for? Is he coming for backup for Saka? Is he coming to play?
Apparently, he's going to be backup for Saka.
Yeah, so he's coming for backup for Saka, and then you're gonna put you're still gonna buy another left winger as well, and Eze on top.
Apparently,
this is sounding a bit too far fetched because there's already 3 or 4 players that have already come in the door.
Apparently, listen, that's why nobody's really believing. That's what I'm saying. Apparently,
Because I can't see Arsenal doing 7 players in one season. It's too calm down.
Bro, do you not remember a couple weeks ago I told you, man, go and get Yermi Pino. Arsenal should look at Yermi Pino, bro. Yermi Pino can get Yermi Pino for cool 25, 30 M's, bro. That's a footballer.
Bro, you could even get Ademola Lookman as well. He wants to leave Atalanta too.
You see? Not this wannabe Joe rapper, bro. What are we doing?
If Lookman comes, yeah, he's a starter, which is fine by me. African Player of the Year last season. He ripped it up when Atalanta won the league. Ripped it up in the Europa League as well. So, bro, there's options out there. It's not by force to do Madueke. Also, Madueke is going to be a bad influence. You see Saka now will start doing dreadlock.
Bro, do you not remember, bro, there's a time Saka dyed his hair blonde, bro. Had a stinker. Shit, dude. cut it off.
Bro, you start seeing Saka be doing gang signs and
Bro,
all
this guy's gonna start playing, wheeling in a speaker to the training ground, playing. And if you got a bigger Chanel back up in the sofa, bro, I want my boys to be enjoying.
But you know,
Spanish.
but the thing was is that he bring the bodies though. Like he knows Ruby Rose and them lots.
No, Torib, the bodies are already coming to the Emirates, bro. This guy wants to bring the dealers'
the
bodies,
delinquents.
bro. Thames and Arya Stark came. He wants to
Even
bring Ruby Rose
even
now.
and Hathaway is on the phone singing "Long Lender Forever" and all that kind of stuff. He wants to be bringing Ruby Rose and Sexy Red. Oh my god!
This guy's gonna have Arsenal in the headlines. He's gonna start moving like Jam Morant, bro. Start having guns or something, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This is not the personal, bro. In Chelsea, that's Black Boy FC, bro, where they can do gang with the French guys. I get it. That's them. We are an established club, a wholesome club. Every player there is not a bad boy. That we want to bring a bad boy. Bro, if you want to bring a bad boy, go and bring us, man. If you want to bring a bad boy, don't bring him Madueke for me, bro.
If you want to bring someone with bad character, you should have brought Osimhen.
Bring Osimhen. Spiller score 40 goals, but we'll get 5 red cards. Bring him.
But in fairness, yeah, let me be honest. Madueke isn't that bad. He's just not 50 million, and it's Chelsea.
Pardon. Do you remember I called him Madueke, bro? The guy stinks.
No, he's
not as bad as people make it out to be.
Yeah.
Like his ball carrying is decent. He has a good left peg on him as well. It's just the mentality side of things and the fact that he's coming from Chelsea that's rubbing me the wrong way. That exactly. I'm not quite like him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Champions League semi-final, you're down 1-0, 20 minutes left. I will now look as a manager to my bench. I see Ethan Wanyeri, I see Madueke. I say Ethan, come.
Yeah, true.
That fella's not gonna sniff at that pitch, man.
Especially if he's meant to be backup for Saka. Who would you rather want to bring on when you're losing? I wouldn't want to bring on Madueke. Imagine you're playing who are you playing? You're playing Bayern Munich away and you're losing 1-0 and you need to score, you're out, 20 minutes left. You think this guy is gonna do something against who's even that left back? Alfonso Davis or something?
No.
Theo Hernandez or something? Nah, man. He's not. Yeah.
This is not, look, if we've gone for 25 M's, I hear about 50 M's.
So just one. Arteta likes wingers that track back.
By the way, he does track back.
Okay, fair enough then.
So he wants to be defensive. So he's a defensive right winger then.
Your manager has a hard on for people that likes to track back and niggas over 6'4". Like he is like when he hears a guy's over 6'4", his woody gets stiff. you know what I'm saying? His blood rushes from here, goes all the way down there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this, I don't know what's up with his fetish. But if you look at it, Zubimendi, how tall is Zubimendi? I saw Zubimendi's like 6'4".
Probably, to be honest.
Yeah, Kepa's over 6'4". Norgard is over 6'4". Gyokeres is over 6'4". Even Mascara, even the centre back from Valencia we're linked to, he's over 6'4" as well. This guy, what does he have a fetish for people over 6'4"?
I wish Arteta was the manager back when I was kicking ball, man, bro. I'll be playing that Emerson.
Bro, he would have gave you a 10-year contract 10 years ago,
bro.
Yeah, Gyokeres is 6'2".
You see?
Yeah, Zubimendi's 5'11". Just about.
It's close enough to 6'4". He said, 5'11", you're close enough. Get in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, obviously Kepa's over 6'4". Yeah.
Yeah, check Christian Mascara from Valencia as well. Check Mascara. Mosquera. I'm pretty sure.
Bro, even look at Madueke in this picture, bro. Is this a good person? I see, bro. You see when people score hat tricks, that they're doing up, they're waving to the crowd, they're smiling, bro. This guy's doing up. Yeah, you know my thing, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mascara 6'2".
6'2", you see?
Yeah.
You see? Just loves big men. He wants big men around him all the time.
Yeah, man. Let's see. To be honest, it's like Arsenal. They like to focus on the wrong things. Okay, you got the striker. First of all, is not even completely done. First, do that one. Then go and grab Eze. Then go and be doing your weird deal.
No, apparently they went away for Gyokeres. See, with the stuff that I've been reading about Gyokeres, because boys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was tired. I was tired yesterday after working the whole week, yeah, and I was just chilling. I seen the Gyokeres deal, like, boys, I got so excited. I've never been more excited in my life because I thought my club were about to do the stupidest thing and I'm going to waste money on signing Benjamin Tesco. Then I seen the Goku advance on Gyokeres. Bro, I've read every single thing about Gyokeres. A lot of people have been saying it's done. What are people saying it's not? They're still trying to they're trashing out the finest details. They're squabbling over between 2 to 5 M's and all that kind of stuff, but it's not going to be a big deal. Then they're saying by Wednesday it should be announced as like complete done deal. So I don't know. But they've also said as well, once the Gyokeres deal is done, straight onto Eze.
First.
Listen,
So,
that's
but
why.
listen, like I told you boys, I don't believe anything until I see them holding a national jersey and doing this and whatever crunch flipping thing the club has asked them to do to announce the signing as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when I seen the Zubermandi one yesterday, I didn't really believe this guy even signed for us. I had to watch the video a couple of times. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this Zubermandi myth, this mythical guy that I've been hearing about for the past 2 years. Do you know what I'm saying? Now he actually plays for my club. It's still a weird feeling. I was watching his behind the scenes thing as well. It's a bit mad. But now, boys, we'll leave it there. Hopefully, we might have to reconvene at some point this week as well, depending on what kind of madness happens in the transfer window. But listen, Arsenal Football Club, please don't break my heart. Just get Gyokeres done. Just get it done. No matter the 2 million that he's willing to give up, reimburse him. I'll even chip in like a cheeky one or a score or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I have. It depends what day of the month you catch me. I might be able to give a winner. I might be able to give a score. We never know. But just get it done. Just get it done. But yeah, to the guys that have been jumping in and out of the live, we appreciate all you guys. But yeah, we'll definitely catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed the live, please like the live. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're really trying to make out the hood. As you can see in the background where H is, he's currently in the army barracks. He's trying to make it out. He's trying to get back into the country right now.
I'm currently on
You know
my
what
way
I'm
to
saying?
London to
So-
wrap up a few deals for Arsenal. So
You know what I'm saying? Don't mind him. He hasn't paid his life bill. So listen, we're really trying to get those subscribers up and those viewership up. We really listen. Patrick promises his mother a G wagon by the time he's 30. He's 30 in 2 weeks. So we need those subscribers.
Don't even look 25.
Yeah, he's trying to get his mom a G wagon in like 2 weeks time. So please hit up the like button, hit up the subscribe button. Watch this with the previous live streams. Watch this live stream. Watch every single video. Even I don't even mind. Watch everything. Be watching everything. Well, yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Good night. God bless. Take care of yourselves.